Hey everybody. Okay.
Hey everybody.
Okay, so this is video number 3.
Bye you boys.
And this video is all about Jackson. As you can hear him talk, you can tell he has a speech delay. Yeah. Do you go to speech?
Yes.
Yes. And he has always had a speech delay, and we noticed it right around, I mean, we've kind of always knew something was up with him, and I haven't ever done a video until now because we just found out exactly why. This last week is when we found out. And
Homie.
Okay, let's finish the video first and then we will, okay? Okay. And so yeah, so we just found out exactly. He has what is called apraxia of speech. And we didn't know he had this until, like I said, about this last week or two. And like I said, we kind of always knew he was going to have a delay because he never babbled as a baby. He never made any sounds. He wouldn't talk to himself. What are you doing? He never talked to himself, and as he got older, I mean, he didn't say his first word till he was probably close to 2, and and then after that, it was just jabbering. He couldn't understand anything he was saying, and a little after he turned 2, I got him into a speech therapist for an evaluation at Primary Children's. And Jackson, talk to me. I can't see.
I see.
I can't see.
I see you.
And yeah, so we got him in with a speech therapist, or well, it was an evaluation, and they knew something was wrong because obviously he wasn't talking, and when he was, it wasn't anything you could understand. And they thought he had apraxia then, but they weren't sure. And for some reason, their speech program is very full. There's a long waiting list for speech therapy at this place because it's an awesome place for therapy. And so for some reason, we got put on a waiting list and we never got a call. And let's see. That's a lie. We did get a call, and he went a few times, and then we stopped. I mean, because I guess the therapist thought maybe he wasn't ready for it for some reason, or he was just maybe too young for that place. I don't know. And so we stopped. Oh, thanks, baby. I love you. And yeah, so he went couple years without speech therapy. He slowly started, talking more. I see you. You're crazy. He slowly started talking more, and
Bye,
you're so distracting. You're big. He's coming back. And then he started preschool last year, and I think Jackson, please don't, honey. I can't see. Just sit still. Sit down. Okay. Whew. You're crazy. He started preschool, and they do speech therapy through his preschool. But he was only going one day for half an hour a week. But I think with him being around other children that talk helped him a lot, because within the last school year, from when he started till the end, he had improved so much. I mean, I was shocked. But he still is, he's still not where he needs to be. But, yeah, and during the summer, he wasn't in school, and they didn't want to do any therapy during the summer for some odd reason. They just said he doesn't need it because everything he learned during the school year, he would keep with him until next school year. And yeah, but I mean, he improved so much, so much. And yeah, so when school ended, it was like, okay, well, I guess we'll just wait till the next school year. But I started thinking, you know, he could use the extra time to talk, you know, to get therapy. And I called. You show him your airplane. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I always thought maybe it was something, you know, me and my husband weren't doing. Maybe it was our fault that he's not talking. Did we not read to him enough? Do we not talk to him enough? Do we not work with him enough? I mean, I was always blaming myself. And other thoughts crossed my mind, like, well, maybe he doesn't want to talk. You know, maybe he's being lazy about it. And there's been times where Jackson has gotten frustrated with us not being able to understand, and we've gotten frustrated with him not being able to talk, you know, not talk. But it's just like, come on, Jackson, just tell me what you want, you know. We'll do the sounds slowly. Say, you know, tell us what you want. And he just never could. And so during this last summer, he does start preschool again after Labor Day, but I decided, you know what, I'm just going to get him another evaluation at the same place he went to when he was 2. And so I got him scheduled, and we did the evaluation, and he has the same therapist he had when he was 2, and she actually remembered us, and she could remember Jackson perfectly. And she's like, I always thought he had apraxia, but, you know, it was never confirmed. But now that I've seen him again 2 years later, I can definitely say this is exactly what he has. And apraxia is basically, it's got something to do with the brain that doesn't send, signals to the muscles used to talk and used to form words. So it, yeah, and I mean, he can talk. He does talk a little bit. His biggest thing is he can do the sounds, but he can't form the words. Right? Say come here. Do it on camera. Like no. Say no.
Bo.
Yeah, bo. No.
Bo.
Say no.
Bo.
See, he go no.
That's it.
That's it. Say no. Do it for the camera. No. Say oh. But yeah, so he can do the sounds separately, but when he combines them, it becomes bo. And it's a lot of it's like that with a lot of his words. Come talk to me. Did you go swimming?
Yes.
Yes. When did we go swimming?
Ish.
When?
Ish.
Last week? 2 weeks ago? It's been a long time. Huh? What is your brother's names?
The oldest.
Kason and Cohen. What do you like to play?
I play my ball house.
You play your Wii at Grandma's house? Yeah. What else do you do at Grandma's house? Do you go to the park?
Well,
no. Do you play outside?
Yes.
Yes, you do? Oh, okay. What else? Do you go swimming with Grandma?
Yes.
Yes? Do you play cars with Grandma?
No.
No. What else? What else can you tell me?
I have toys.
You have toys?
All toys.
A lot of toys?
Uh-huh.
You do have a lot of toys, huh?
Yeah.
You have so many toys. You have 10 of them?
Yeah.
Can you count to 10? Let's hear you count to 10.
U, E, 4, 5, 6. I-N.
Good job, baby.
Yes.
You were so smart. So yeah, so that's you can see what I'm talking about. And a lot of that you can understand. Like I said, before he started preschool, you couldn't understand anything. I mean, we personally could kind of understand him, but if you didn't know who he was or how he is, please don't. You wouldn't be able to understand anything he is saying. But so we took him to this program. He's on the waiting list to start. There's about a 2-month waiting list, so he probably won't be starting for 2 months. But he's going to be going there at least once a week for probably an hour and a half. And kids with apraxia, they say they need to get at least, I think, 4 or 5 hours a week of therapy. And that can be between actual therapy, school, and home lessons. And yes. But I just want to read you some of the signs, because all of these, Jaxon, it's Jaxon to a T. And yeah, so at a very young age, they don't coo or babble as an infant. He never did. First words are late and maybe missing sounds. His first word, like I said, wasn't till he was almost 2. And it was, I think his first word was ma. Ma. Not mom or mommy. Ma. Problems combining sounds, which he does. Like I said, he can do the sounds. He can't combine them together. They may have problems eating. And Jaxon, now that I think of it, is probably why he's not a big eater. He doesn't eat. He is very hard to get to eat. And when he does eat, it's in small increments. It'll be a couple bites. He'll wait 10 minutes or so, have a few more bites. He can't sit and eat a whole meal. Just eat one. It's very strung out. And I guess that could be, I never thought of it, but it could be part of the reason. They make inconsistent sound errors. They can understand language much better than they can talk, which he does. He can understand everything we say. I can say, go get your shoes, go get a drink, go get, go talk to Cohen, and he'll do all of it, but he can't communicate it back to me. Let's see. He has difficult saying longer words or phrases clearly than shorter ones. Has more difficulty when he is anxious. Hard to understand, especially for unfamiliar listener, which is exactly how it is. Even my mom, she lives in South Carolina, and we don't, she doesn't see him very often, and even she can't understand him when she comes to visit. I mean, everyone constantly asks me or my husband what he is saying, because we can usually decode it and figure out what he's saying. But let's see. Word order confusions, which he does, like he said, with bo. He says bo and no for no, and he says baba for mama, because he can't do that together. He can do it separately, but he can't combine it into mama or mommy, and mommy is ee for him. But yeah, so those are basically some of just the signs which he has. And so anyway, so I'm gonna be doing some videos now that we know exactly what it is he has. I can start doing videos on his development every few months or so, once he starts speech in school again. But yeah, so it's crazy. I'm just glad we finally know. It's heartbreaking to me though, because I know I've gotten frustrated with him before, and in his mind, basically, it means, they in their mind, they're saying it exactly how we say it. Exactly. And it's sad, because I mean, he, in his mind, he says it like we do, and then it comes out all jumbled, and we can't understand anything he says. And he'll say something all jumbled, and we'll say it back exactly the way he says it to us. And I'm like, did you say this? Back to how exactly he says it. And he says, no, I said this. And it comes out the same exact thing. So in his mind, like I said, he says it perfectly. And then when we say we don't understand, he gets confused and frustrated and wonder why we cannot understand him, because he is saying this word perfectly in his mind, but it not coming out. And I can tell it's hard on him because he gets so frustrated. And you know, it's hard watching your child try to communicate with you and get really sad and upset that they can't. And yeah, so sorry. It's been emotional just knowing that I've gotten upset with him so many times. And yeah, but I'm just glad we know what it is. We are working towards getting it figured out.
Ball.
And I see the ball, baby. And yeah, so I will be doing videos on it and updates, like I said, when he starts. And so if you have any questions, leave them below, or even if you know more about it. I mean, I'm still, you know, researching it and doing all this kind of stuff to try and figure out what is the best way to teach a child with apraxia. And that's one thing his therapist said. She said it's not easy to teach a child with apraxia to talk, and it's going to take years of speech therapy. I have a friend who's actually has a son, and he's 8, and he still goes to speech therapy because of apraxia. And so it's going to be a long process of trying to get him to where he needs to be. And so yeah, so I just wanted to do kind of a video diary of him and his progress that he's going to be, you know, working towards. And I'm so excited that he will one day be to where he needs to be. And he is just such a sweet boy. And come here, Jax, you want to come say bye?
Huh?
Come say bye. He's gonna come say bye. Hey,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. Bye, YouTube.
Bye, you.
Tube.
You.
No, tube.
You. That's it.
That's it. Don't feel like practicing right now. You're so cute. Okay, well, I will talk to y'all later. Thanks, guys. And bye.
Bye.